up, everybody? I got a new toy. Dad's super excited about it. This is a Rovan XLT RC car. This thing is a 45cc two-stroke RC car, and it's an absolute monster. I mean, if you look at just, look how big this is. Like, I'm 6'1", you can see kind of, it's huge. It weighs like 30 pounds, and I've already broken one. This is actually the second one that I had. The first one, I was like trying it out. I was like, I gotta, make sure I know how to drive this thing and have some fun with it before we filmed it. I probably should have filmed it because I wrecked it into the side of a storage building and completely destroyed it. I mean, just the whole front end just exploded. It looked like a real car crash. But we got another one, and I already broke it.
Yes.
Yeah, I did some stuff with it on Kentucky Ballistics. Why are you always such a Debbie Downer? You're so lame. Now watch me hit this sick jump. Scooter, look out! And I broke this one, but Dad fixed it. Story of his life, just fixing all the stuff that I break. But at least now I pay him to do it. So anyways, it's back, it's here, it's alive. As you can see here, this is extremely beefy. I'm not gonna act like I know what any of this is. It's got beefed up, like, these are what, solenoids, or what are those called?
Yeah, those are your, that's your turning.
That's for turning, yeah.
Solenoid. And then you've got all your metal tie rods and everything up front.
Yeah, it's all aluminum.
Yeah, and you got real shocks on it, gas shocks.
Yeah,
nice. Back in my day, we had those little cars and airplanes you could buy that had, I think they were called Cox engines. Mm-hmm. They were little bitty things too. Well,
that's kind of where this spurts from.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I always wanted a gas RC car. Like all the cool kids had them, and I was like, hey, I really want one of those. And then, I don't know what got into me, but one night I was just sitting there and I was like, hey, I'm an adult now and I can buy whatever I want. So I bought this. Well, now I bought two of them. Probably be three after today.
Oh, I'll guarantee this thing will be trashed by the end of this video.
So like I said, it's two-stroke. Let's go ahead and crank this thing up.
There you go. You want the remote?
Well, yeah. Let's see here. There's actually you're supposed to turn on the remote first, I think, and then turn this on first, and then when you turn on your remote, it automatically locks the brakes. That way, when you start this thing up, if it just decides to run away, it'll at least hold it in place for a little bit for you to kill it. Supposed to give it just a few pumps of gas. Supposed to turn on the choke, which, by the way, if you bought one of these things, I couldn't find anywhere on the internet like a video of the starting process. I had a lot of trouble getting this thing started initially. 25 to 1 mixture. 3 or 4 pumps of the primer nipple or whatever it's called. Put on the choke, pull it until you hear it start, just a little. Wait a second, yep. And then now, should just be able to crank it. Oh. It's a monster. Oh yeah, it's all-wheel drive also. Forgot to tell you that. I'm gonna put our body back on. It's also got really good brakes. I think it's a monster.
It's gonna need brakes for today, I'll guarantee it.
So on the website it says you should Loctite all of the things that can come loose, and I go ahead and tell you, you need to do that because I've had a bunch of stuff come loose on it already. Probably gonna get pretty loose today. video is ending a little quicker than I wanted it to. I really wanted to hit some jumps with this thing, but it looks like it got a little overzealous and got ahead of me. About it, Dad. That's the most I've ran in at least a year. I've been like a bulking phase.
On McRib phase.
Yeah, McRib phase. I'm pretty tired. Anyways, that's why I was like, Dad, get the truck. Get the truck, Dad. All right, so if you step in here into the Thunderdome, there's a giant telephone pole here. You got here before I did. Where was it?
It was right here.
There. And was it just like going?
It was still spinning.
Just spinning. So this stopped it.
Yeah, it
from going into the. Luckily, there's a creek back there, so I'd like to think that it would have made it to the creek, and then we could have caught it in the creek. But so when I got down here, Dad was wrestling it like a rabid kangaroo, and so if you come over here, you can see that there's the kill switch. And I was pushing the kill switch while Dad was holding this thing while it was still going full speed. Just, and I was like, someone's gonna lose a finger. So I start pushing it, stop engine, and the engine would not stop. Would not stop. So then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to kill the fuel, I can kill the power. So I just ripped the coil off. Just ripped it off there. And then it still kept running.
Yeah.
It kept running. I was like, how is it running right now? There's no power to fuel the spark plug. It was like a zombie RC car. And I was like, after that, I don't know what we're about to do. I was like, what do we do? I was like, am I going to just pull a fuel line? Like, how are we going to get this thing to stop? I don't have a gun on me for once. I was like, I could have just shot the motor. But I'm like,
that'd be a good video.
No joke. This thing, man, was just... It didn't want to die. I mean, it got away from me and it saw freedom. And it said, I don't want to stay in this man's house no more. I want to be in the wild.
It did.
And it just took off. It saw the woods and it was like home. And it left. I honestly don't know what happened. So if I turn this back on, it was on.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the wheels are turning. But if you observe this, nothing.
No.
Nothing's happening here. So this guy that controls the throttle, he ain't working no more. I don't know what if
So wires.
yeah, see there's some wires through here. I'm wondering if driving it through that whole field, if at some point.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, here you go.
There it is.
Broken wire.
Yep. Orange. That's it.
All right. So orange, if you cut the orange wire on a Rovan XLT, it turns into a zombie car. Well, I'm sure we could fix it, but I don't really want a runaway RC car again because it's kind of dry. And that's the only reason I decided to haul my fat butt down here like running, because I thought if that motor gets too hot and it bursts into flames, there go the woods. So we are not going to go for round 2 today.
But the good thing is, it's not broke.
It's not broke.
No, but that exhauster is loose. It vibrated the exhaust.
This is loose.
Out.
There's a bunch of stuff loose
and
on
that
there.
just goes to show you, you need to tighten up all these screws because even that.
Well, what's crazy is like, we didn't drive it out there that long.
No.
And just the vibrations, I guess, and stuff getting kicked up, I mean, beat it up.
Yeah.
So if you do decide to buy a Rovan XLT, make sure everything's tight, make sure everything's tucked away, and
definitely.
maybe keep a moped on hand in case you gotta chase it.
Okay.
I was like, Dad, get the truck.
I said, get the truck. You get the truck.
Yeah. we weren't gonna make it down here very fast. So yeah, I guess that's it for today's video. Yeah. That's round 1 with the Rovan XLT. It's pretty cool though.
It is.
But
we didn't get to do anything really cool though.
We didn't. We did not. It was a fail today.
But we will.
Yeah. We're gonna get it fixed. And then really my plan today was to hit a really big jump with it and see if it breaks. But it broke already. It did that for me.
Yeah, it probably knew the plan and it tried to run away.
It was trying to run away. We got to talk quieter next time so it doesn't know
Yeah.
that we're talking about it.
New technology.
Yeah, something's in here that's listening to us. All right, well, that's going to be it for today's video. I still hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a kick out of it. Give it a like, hit that subscribe button. We will be back again for round 2 not too long from now because I really do want to jump this thing.
Yeah.
And as always, my name is Scott. His name is Scott. We need to work on our cardio, and we'll see you next time.